Oh, that makes my heart so happy. Oh, she nailed it with that character art.
The art is so good.
How dare!
Oh my god, Melon's hair.
Inkfall absolutely killing it with that DM art. That is one of my favorite pieces. Thank you for getting that for me, Lauren. That was very sweet.
Also one of my favorite pieces.
You deserved it. Everybody else had art. You needed one too.
Go support Inkfall, Crash Candy Cosplay. They're both incredibly talented. Now, we are going to jump in. Last we left off in Hither, the swampy section of Prismere, Zybilna's realm within the Feywild. We've been following 5 adventurers. A mishmash of chaotic and wonderful individuals come together and called the Wild Things. And when you arrived, the immediate problem was figuring out how to get down from this causeway where you saw the entirety of Prismere split into 3. The swampy section where you currently reside, a mountainous, storm-ridden section to your left, a blighted woodland far to the right, all separated by heavy curtains of fog. I saw the frog hat and I almost said frog. Damn it.
It's a turtle!
Heavy
It's a curtain of frogs.
Curtain of frogs separating you between each area. Once you descended and found yourself in this fetid swamp, you started heading towards where you saw a hot air balloon crash into a tower off in the distance. In the process, the swamp waters began to rise so high that 2 of your group couldn't even walk in it. And you eventually found a well, one of many it turned out, with this geyser of fetid water streaming from it, where you spoke with 2 things, 2 spirits, these glowing orbs, these will-o-wisps, spirits of those who passed when this land first drowned. When this land first drowned. When this land was first inundated and became the swamp that it now is. For it was not always this way. You then headed on and found the tower where the balloon had crashed, where a voice from above implored you for help. But first you had to deal with 2 very large snakes residing in the deep waters. After some big hits from the snake right off the bat, you all managed to pull together, get each other up and down and up and down, and destroy these snakes, and one of them turned to stone afterwards. Eventually, with the large snake being partially dragged by Melon so that he could continue to take bites, you all found the door to the tower and ascended to the battlements, where you were able to look into the basket of the hot air balloon. And it was there that you saw the individual with whom you had been speaking, who previously introduced himself as Sir Tavalar. Sir Tavalar is in a silver cage, finely wrought. He is about 2.5, maybe a little less, feet total height. Maybe closer to 3.5 feet. He's on the bigger side of things. But he's lavender and pink, like big spikes and spines forming a little ridge on the top of his head and then going down his back. These large, leathery pink wings, gauntlets on his hands, a sword strapped with a belt around his waist, and long curled. One of his mustaches is a little crushed. It's got that very cartoony, jagged, where it's been scrunched, but the wax is still holding it on. So he's got a musketeer thing going here. And Otto, you were the first to poke your head over and see him in the basket. Oh, yes! Yes, hello. Good to finally put a face to the voice. I am Sir Tavalar. You'll forgive me if I do not come and shake your hand. A little in a bind at the moment. Did I use that joke already? Sorry.
Well, it's all right, Mr. Tavalar?
Tavalar, yes. Sir Tavalar, technically, but...
Sir Tavalar. I was always told to be polite and say Mr. or Mrs. and if they want to, but I'm sorry, I'm new to the whole sir thing.
Your honor does you credit, sir.
Well, thanks. How are we getting you out? Well, first, how did you get in here? I'm gonna get in the basket, by the way.
As you step into the basket, you hear a creaking from overhead, and you look up and see that the basket is hanging because the ropes have tangled with part of the tower. But as you step in, adding a bit more weight, the ropes start to groan and as on one it starts to snap.
Is it possible? Is it possible to grab, like, see it snapping and go to grab it in order to kind of
the rope?
Yeah, give them a little
Absolutely.
bit of
100%.
shell power.
Yeah, because it's not all the way broken. You see this happening, you just go over and grab, and you're able to hold on to it.
You got it, man, at your leisure.
Thanks, Bodie.
I also think that below the basket, Melon and Wraught are still down below because he couldn't bring the snake up the tower. So they're standing under the basket watching this happen.
Versus it breaks.
All right. Sorry. I had a lot of food at the carnival before we left, so I'm a little bit heavier than normal.
No judgments here, good sir.
You just gotta fart, man. You just gotta fart.
To answer your question in the orders, to answer your questions in the order which you asked them, how to get out of here? That very much depends on what you mean by here. Here, as in this basket, I would very much suggest picking this cage up and we depart. Out of the cage, this is a bit longer of a problem. Should I answer the second question before we do the first part of getting out of the basket? I trust in your judgment.
Otto's gonna look at himself and look at the cage, look at himself. Well, I'm gonna need a little help to getting you out if we want to get the cage out.
You there! Turtle! You look quite the strapping, strong fellow. How would you mind getting a fellow out of this predicament?
You were talking to me, correct?
Yes.
I just assumed, you're talking about someone dapper he felt. Yeah. Yeah, I think if I just, and he is gonna, so is that, what I'm wanting to do is use my weight as a pulley system in its own way?
I mean, you could just
Or do I want him to come down?
You could just try to pull it up.
Okay, I'll do that.
Because there's...
Yeah, I got it. I've done a lot of tug of war in my time in the ring, and I am unbeatable.
Make me an athletics check.
Oh.
You should have a decent athletics.
I have a... Oh, I'm looking at acrobatics.
Yeah, I was like, you're a fighter. What kind of fighter has bad athletics?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there are some builds.
20 total.
Whew. Dirty 20. Yeah, you manage to take the rope, get it, on around part of the stone so that you can really pull on it, and the basket starts to, because of the way it's only being pulled by one rope, it starts to go up, but it also starts to tilt. So the cage into the side.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But eventually, it does come up close enough that, Otto, you could get back onto the very badly slanting battlements.
Alright, I'm up now. We can get him out, and we can try and get him out of this cage. Bodie, good job, Bodie. I'm just gonna pat.
Oh, it's nice. I like that. You want me to smash it? And
What?
he goes to get out
What?
his...
No.
What are we smashing? Why are we... I'm still in here!
Nothing. No, I just thought you could, but it... Go up.
All right, we're gonna get you out of here, and then you can answer the other part of the question.
Yes, it would be my pleasure. But first, the getting out of here part?
Are you guys gonna jump out or what? What are we waiting on here?
No, I need another set of hands. Bodie's got the thing. I need you to come over here and help.
Okay, just tell me what you're gonna do. I'm all yours. Not like I'm not all you. I'm mostly yours right now.
Such a happy couple.
Quite inspiring.
I love you, buddy.
my
Can
God.
you please get this dragon, Sir Tavalar, out of the cage, please? Out of the basket before it falls on the other two, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. I'll go to
You
take him out.
You have to stretch across the battlement, so there's you're hanging off here a little bit, but you manage to grab one of the bars where you now see the fairy dragon Sir Tavalar as well. First time seeing him. Second time seeing a fairy dragon in the last 24 hours, though.
Just based off your voice, you're not exactly what I would have expected, sir.
Oh? What were you expecting? Something even more dashing?
The Spanish Inquisition.
Maybe not the right time to say that while stuck in a cage. I do strike a more intimidating profile when not behind bars.
Well, I suppose we're about to find out.
And it drops for a second just as it slides out of the basket, and then you raise it up onto the battlements. Thank you very much. Straightens himself up, brushes himself off a little bit, gets the dust off of him, and stands up as tall and proud as he can in the cage. It's a little short for him, so he's doing this, but standing up as much as he can. Now, as I said, Sir Tavalar is my name. Representative and observer of the Sealy Court. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
May I ask how you ended up in this predicament?
I was sent here as an observer by the Summer Queen. Upon getting here, I was very shortly after apprehended by the blighted Bavlona Brightstraw. Revolting creature. She entrapped me, and it was only with the assistance of brave bullywugs that I was able to escape.
And clarifying question for myself, is Sir Tavalar in a cage, like a locked, barred cage?
Imagine a silver birdcage.
That's a
Got
wonderful movie.
I love that movie.
And this cage was inside of the hot air balloon, yes.
It was inside. It was being transported in the basket. Yes.
Got it.
I'm
So-
going to lean my head over to Melon really quick and go, did anybody think that it might be a bad idea to send the 700-pound turtle to the top of a crumbling tower?
Probably did.
I'm good.
Fresh snake.
Are you guys out of the fucking thing yet? I want to come down and talk. I'm lonely.
I also lean over and Ross, fresh snake.
Maybe later. This is too
It's like
entertaining.
ribs.
And Sir Gromp, was that thy name?
That would be correct. Mr. Sir Gromp actually is what I go by.
A fitting title for a gentleman as esteemed as yourself. And now, you, my
you
friend,
don't.
I'm looking at you, Otto. I don't believe I've had the pleasure of making your acquaintance. The first out of the breach.
Question: if I tell you my name, are you going to hurt me? Because I learned that you're not supposed to tell your real name to people here. In this...
Good thinking, very good thinking. Smart, forward thought. No, simply being, courteous. No obligation if there's a alias you wish to go by. I simply wish to know how to thank you properly.
Inside check.
Go ahead.
$13.
13. Is there anything in particular you're trying to observe about him?
Inflection of, once again, heartbeat. I'll listen for the heartbeat, see if there's a change in it. And just to see the inflection of his voice again, to see if he's lying. And facial cues.
Based off of, his heart rate is pretty fast, but it doesn't really surprise you. Also, being a fairy dragon and having, some scary things happen in the last little while, doesn't not give you off any vibes of dishonesty or deceit that you can latch onto right now.
Well, stick my hand out. Well, my name's Otto Moonfire, but my friends call me Otto. But you can call me Otto too, because it looks like you're one of my friends now too, because I saved you.
Well, Otto, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I do believe you had a second question, which was how I first arrived in the cage, and hopefully that one has now been explained. As for how to get out of the cage, I don't currently have possession of the key, otherwise I would have made use of it already. I do know there is a key for this cage in Downfall. Seeing as how that was where I was caged, I would assume there would be a key there for it.
I don't mean to be rude, but we're a little bit past keys at this point, and I'll reach out and try to rip it apart.
Freya just tried to
So, there's really no need for you to roll on this, because you cannot open it.
Yeah, well, I got some good bend in it.
Yes. Oh, yes, I'm sure you did. I must have simply not seen it.
Wraught, was she looking from down there? Wraught!
She's been watching this whole time, just from below.
Wraught, turn away real fast. I have an idea.
Why?
I have an idea.
You don't need to make me turn around every time you have a single thought. It's going to become a thing. She doesn't turn away. She watches. She's definitely watching.
The force method.
Is this something like magic based?
Well, almost certainly.
I don't do magic. I don't do magic. So.
Oh. And he takes a second to actually look at all three of you up there. I saw a herring gun and simply assumed that you were... Oh, you're not from here either, are you? Are you an observer from elsewhere?
I don't know what an observer really is, but I know that I'm not from here. I'm...
Observer, an emissary.
Oh. No. I'm not.
Well, as to whether or not this has magic, almost certainly. Bavlona Brightstraw, she's a... Before I say this, I wanted to be clear that I'm not using this as a derisive term. It is simply a classification for what she is. She is a hag. And one of three, as a matter of fact, her and her sisters. A wretched-looking creature. And after I was caught, imprisoned, I would have no doubt that she would not simply leave it to chance that I stumble upon someone who could bend the bars. Mighty and strong as you may look, Mr. Sir Gromp.
Thank you very much for using my full title.
Yeah. I don't mean to interrupt the tea party, but do I still need to fucking be holding this?
You can let go.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, well. Hey, question,
As
guy.
you just let go,
Stir-
and the force of it getting
Oh, shit.
dropped, it impacts two more of the strings start to fray, and Wraught and Melon, you see from below as the basket goes vertical, dangles for about 5 seconds, and then drops, landing just
Definitely
about
getting out of the way of that.
lands just about 6 feet in front of you.
Hey, watch out down there, sir, about that. Oh, I'm god tired.
You got me all wet again. Oh,
You didn't even dry out yet.
maybe I had. I've got
No,
a
you-
hotness.
You're a soggy little wing lady.
I'm
Down
not
there.
soggy.
You're a little soggy. Anyway, guy, sir guy, I gotta ask you a question. So this bad Lorna bitch lady, so did she come to power before or after Sibylla was gone? Because this whole place's energy is completely off from the last time I was here, and the only difference is that one.
Well, that is part of the reason that I was sent by the Summer Queen. We have become aware that something is amiss with Sibylla. Having an archfey in charge of an entire realm go quiet is disturbing. And some of the additional reports that we have received, even more so. So I was sent in order to determine what has been happening. The exact order of events, I am still unsure of. Unfortunately, I was very recent into my investigation and observations when I was apprehended. What I do know is that Sibylla is no longer in charge of Prismia. It is now the Hourglass Coven that reigns supreme here.
Can you hear them? I can't hear a word.
Well, sorry, mouthful.
Would you guys like to come down and have the discussion with the rest of the party so that you're not standing on top of a tower that's about to fall over?
I alternatively could just yell down everything that we're saying up here, so then you get to hear all of it.
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, let's attract every other snake in this forsaken swamp.
More snakes?
No.
Melon's already ate one.
Get down here.
Okay, let's go, guys.
Bodie's gonna reach or lean over as he's going down to I don't go like, Mom's fucking pissed me. I wouldn't act out if I were you. She's on the brink of burning on.
She did threaten to eat people that look like me too.
That's not gonna happen. She was just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
thought I did that.
She was just kidding too.
Oh.
Okay. She breathes fire.
It's pretty bitchin', right? It's super hot, like in two ways.
Who is
Otto,
carrying
everything.
Tavalar, just out of curiosity, and his cage? Got it.
Otto, you trying to catch a ride on the way down?
Yeah. Catch a ride.
Hey, man, Taco, inside the hat.
And all the Borderlands fans are revealed in one quote.
What? No!
R.I.P. Scoop.
Okay, let's Bodie, let's go, and I'll start running with Otto on my back as fast as I can. Little race action.
You all descend down the spiral stairs that hug the outer wall of the tower, and eventually splash back down into the 5-foot deep, fetid, gross water.
I have to ask, during this time, did Wraught get back up on my shoulders and start drying themselves off?
I think that Wraught probably found like a stump or something, and is standing as high as she can, trying to maintain her dignity. So it's up to about mid-thigh with what she's found to stand on. And she's currently just kind of sitting there, shaking off water using prestidigitation and starting to steam just from the heat of being a red dragonborn.
Love it. And as you descend and are reunited,
Greetings! My name is Sir Tavalar. It is a pleasure to meet you both. Thank you for your assistance.
I suppose this is where I say you're welcome, but we just finished being
Tradition
chewed
tends
on.
to dictate, yes.
Now, is there some sort of reward in store for your valiant heroes?
Not that
Not everything about money.
I didn't say it had to be money.
Well, you have rescued me, helped me in my time of need. The rule of reciprocity dictates that if I am able, I will return something of equal value. If it is within my power, before I depart and return to the Sealy Court, then of course, you have my sword.
and he taps the blade at his hip.
He's so freaking adorable. I can't stand it.
I love him so much.
Does that mean you'll fight with us?
Well, as I said,
Or are you giving us a
my
sword?
first duty is that I return to the Summer Court as soon as I am able, so that I may report that Zybilna has been dethroned by the Hourglass Coven. But between now and then, if there's anything that I may do to aid you, I will.
Much obliged. Although first I think that we need to get you out of that cage.
That-
Since Gromp did such a wonderful job.
Oh,
Very strong.
Mr. Sir Gromp did his very best. This is outside of the mere feats of strength, however.
Well, if strength isn't going to do it, I suppose we need to try something else. I have an idea. I'm not certain it's going to work the way I kind of want to try it.
Hit me.
I have Firebolt as a cantrip.
Okay.
Would it be possible to channel Firebolt into her hand and then be gripping the bars at the same time to try to heat metal until they melt?
I will absolutely let you give that a shot. So you go ahead and describe.
I think she would have whoever's carrying the cage bring it over to her so she doesn't have to get off the stump. And what she's going to try to do is grab, like, depending on how wide the bars are, 3 or 4 of them in her claws, and look at Sir Tavalar. Perhaps you should back up to the other side.
Does so.
And is going to start channeling Firebolt into her palm, just over and over and over and over, to see if she can melt the bars.
You do so, and you watch as there's this glow, this molten glow around where you hold. But then when you try to, move it, it doesn't give. And when you let go for a second, go back to touch it again, it is room temperature once more.
So no strength and no average magic. This is going to be more
I
complicated than I
regret
thought.
that I suspect it will require, if not the key, a key.
Or an excellent lockpick.
Well, possibly, I suppose. Doubtful, unless it's a very good lockpick.
So, Sir Tavalar, do you know where we can get this key, and would you be interested in leading us there? Melon?
What?
Is it... What you got there?
Snake.
Carry on.
He's earned his meal. He worked real hard. Fine.
You probably see around you a number of the ribs.
How fast are you eating this thing? Wait a minute, hold on.
We are surrounded by bones.
I'll roll you a d10 and
Actually,
tell you
that's
how
what
many
she's.
ribs there are.
That's what she's doing. She's not standing on a stump. She's standing on the head of the decapitated snake.
I was about to say
There are
the
at least 8
diminishing
ribs
body.
around you.
You are 10% of the way.
Does anyone have a belt that's not holding up their pants? Or some rope? Thank
That's
you,
rope.
Otto. Oh, well,
No.
it's too late. Yours is covered in
Okay.
snake blood.
best kind.
Whiny. Melon, turn around.
Okay.
And she's going to thread the rope through the cage a couple of times and then throw it over Melon's shoulder so he can wear it like a backpack.
I would say this is an indignity to my honor, but in a way, the rocking motion is actually quite soothing.
If you want soothing, do I got the thing for you?
Fresh snake.
I hand him a ball that is red and gold. And you can't keep this forever, but just in the meantime while we're traveling.
Oh, I am not entirely familiar with the traditions of your world, but thank you, Mr. Sir Gromp. I fear I have very little of my own to return, but when I am able, I will give you what I can.
Please, don't give him anything. It'll just encourage him.
It was a gift from the heart. The law
He said
dictates.
he said you couldn't keep it.
The law. Well, then the law dictates that I lend him something of equal value when I am able, or as eventually.
And yeah. Just so you know, I don't want anything big from you in the future, but this is a pretty special gift that I gave you. Not trying to get better stuff in the future, just letting you know. Shall we continue, guys, or?
I am curious.
Question?
go
Go
ahead.
ahead, bro. No, you go.
No. I've been talking enough. My throat's sore.
Sir Tabalar?
Yes,
Is there, like,
Otto.
Okay, I'm not, like I said, I'm not from here, but usually, like, if we've seen other people walking through here, so there's got to be, like, a town somewhere people can stay at, and is that nearby?
Oh, well, the closest thing to any town here that I have seen was precisely the place that I was just fleeing from, Downfall. A wretched place, full of... surrounded
Found
by
in
a
Villainy.
bunch of bullywogs, and it's there that Bavlorna Blightstraw makes her home, in some rotting cottage in the middle of it all.
What was the name of that place?
Downfall.
Apt name.
Ethan, I have a question. We've been hanging around this tower for a little bit now. About how big are the stones that it's made out of?
Some bigger,
I
some
think
smaller.
Rod's going to be kind of looking at the tower, eyeballing the size of the stones it's made out of, and then her eyes are going to drift over to the well that they already promised they'd try to plug. And then she's going to look back at the tower, and then look back at the well. And then she's going to look
Hopefully
at
you
Bodie.
look at the stone snake.
Yeah, and then she's going to look, oh yeah, the stone snake actually. Bodie, you're a big strong man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. You want to stuff a stone snake in a well?
His neck does that weird long neck thing turtles do. And he looks over. Yeah, I kind of actually do now that you mention it.
I thought you might. It was just a feeling.
I'm gonna jam it in there.
Maybe Melon can help. That's a lot of snake.
You just want to eat. Melon, if you help me, will you promise not to eat it?
It's stone.
Actually, where do I fucking care? Munch and go, my dude. Munch and go.
Well, that's snake stone. You can't eat stone.
Oh, you wanted me to move the stone one.
The stone
For some reason, I thought you meant the fleshy
I said
one.
the stone snake.
I heard stone snake, and I thought he was just having a good time. I wasn't gonna judge him. Yeah, I got it. Melon, you don't gotta do it. Since there's really nothing in it for you.
I'm still gonna do it because it's big and stone.
Bodie, most of the remaining body of the giant constrictor snake was turned to stone after you pierced it with your trident. But it...
Yeah, I thought it was really cool, but I don't think it was a me thing.
Fell under the water and trying to get your... This thing is huge around and probably weighed in the 500 to 700 pound region when flesh.
Okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to suck myself into my shell and go up under it, lifting it up a little bit, and then I'll just stick my little feetsies out the back and just start kicking.
God damn it.
It's like a barge, but it's turtly.
Yeah.
Holy shit, guys, look,
no
he's
what,
barging
I'm giving
it.
you luck points for that. Alright, good call there, Joe. That is 3 luck points to Bodie for that description. However, you managed to rock the snake stone, and that's it. This thing is huge and all.
You just hear something that sounds like underneath the water, but you just see a bunch of bubbles come up, and it comes up. Hey guys, so sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but shit's fucking heavy. So yeah, maybe if we use one of the strings from up there and wrap it around, I can get under and I can get it. But someone's gotta keep it level.
You know, it doesn't have to be the stone snake. We can just take a big chunk of it.
You want a chunk of it instead?
I don't know. We just need something to fill up that well that's not going to get popped out like a champagne cork.
That seems fair.
I do want to remind, now don't let this dissuade whatever is happening here, that Otto did tell you all that he saw a number more wells. Just
gotta
for what
start
it's
somewhere.
Hey, you gotta.
So, are you suggesting that we chisel?
Are you just miming chiseling at me? Are you just making hand motions at me that look somewhat obscene?
Nope. It only looks obscene for the viewers because of the camera signal, but if you were in person, it would look just like a chisel, but because of the camera cutoff, little third wall break, fourth wall.
Hey, Gromp, lift your hands a little bit higher.
Chisel.
There we go.
I don't know how old this is going on. Melon was like, try to move a snake. Move a snake. Move a stone snake. I'm gonna try to move a snake.
What's your strength score?
18.
You can try.
I'm gonna try. Athletics,
Can I help?
I'm guessing.
You can give him advantage on it, Bodie, or you can also roll. Your choice.
You can have advantage, man. I already tried the one thing, and my arms are so tired from the basket.
You've worked real hard today.
25.
25. Not bad. How'd you get a 25 with an 18?
More than athletics.
With a 19.
Strength check?
Strength check, not athletics check. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
23.
Do you want me to just straight up redo that?
No, you said you rolled a 19, so it's a plus 4. 23.
Yeah, 23.
You manage to get under it and lift it and shift it about 3 feet as your feet are just digging through the mud underneath this water, and it takes you about 2 minutes to move it about 5 feet.
I'm moving.
It does occur to me that they probably can't lift it over and into the well. Even working
It's pretty
together.
heavy.
You did manage to move it, though.
Good job, Melon. We're very proud of you. You can put it down now. We're gonna figure out something else, like expanding
other snake?
foam.
Hey, I just put down my other snake. Then my good one sank. Where'd that one go?
It's a new 5e spell, Foam Expandus.
Yes.
Where's my good snake? I
And
need
you
it.
dropped it like in the
Make
water.
an investigation check.
Okay. I have a -2 to that. Natural 20.
Fuck yeah. You may have a natural 2, but god damn it, you're driven. And you
I'm
just,
gonna find my snake
like,
again.
Melon is just splashing through until eventually you come up with another fistful of meat.
Oh, there's my snake.
Well,
Oh my god, you just went underwater to move the snake with Sir Tavalar tied to your back.
Thank
Oh,
god
it's
it
got
was
more
his back.
leaning over.
Oh, true.
Though it is true, he definitely did, crawl up into the farthest away from the water part of it throughout all of this. And as you all have been doing this,
Far be it from me to question your methods, but did we have a plan? Or are we simply moving snakes?
We were asked by some glowing baubles to plug the wells that drowned them, and
Shane
the
and
idea
Alex.
was... Yeah, Shane and Alex. And the idea was that maybe if we did, the water would stop trying to be over my head. But that's probably going to have to wait.
Well, plugging of wells aside, not a euphemism, I assume. In that case, I wish you the best of luck on that quest. However, I must insist that we get moving, if possible.
Wrap it up, boys. We're hitting the road. Although now we have to pick a new direction. We were traveling to the hot air balloon.
he, Sir Tavalar kind of turns around in his cage.
Unfortunately, I have absolutely no idea where I am, so I cannot exactly point out where I was. Unfortunately, I do know that Downfall is to the north,
Oh,
generally.
that way.
Ah, wait. Bodie. Go north.
Cool. Whatever way is north, I got the opposite way.
With the
And then I
opposite
turned around to look in the
direction,
opposite
pointing.
direction.
Yeah, so you just, actually, make me a survival check. I'm just curious if you actually know where north is, otherwise it'll just be random.
$22.
Somehow, at the same time as not knowing which direction north is, you know exactly which direction north is not.
I know not north.
We call that south, Bodie. Now turn exactly around. We're going the other direction.
No, man, this way is north.
And you tried to take us the opposite direction of the tower last time.
Listen, we were obviously not trying to go to the tower at that point because I have an excellent internal sense of direction. So, north. But if you want to go south, man, I'm fucking into it. I don't want to yum.
I just start walking the way that Wraught pointed originally with Otto on my shoulder.
Don't wait for me, I got little legs.
So you all start heading off.
To the technically north. Yes, please.
All right.
so, Sir Tavalar, what's... I don't like to sound stupid, but what's the Sealy Court?
Oh, Sealy Court is one of the ruling bodies of the entirety of the Feywild. Well, at least according to some Others reject their authority entirely.
Such as
Yeah,
hags?
eat your kings.
Melon, you just want to eat everybody.
What did you
not
say?
just kings.
Eat your kings?
No, I was asking what Wraught said.
Oh,
Oh, when he said some reject authority, she goes, especially hags.
Yes, especially them. The easiest way to think of the Sealy Court, at least using the language of the mortal realm, the plain ones, think of the Sealy Court as the pantheon for the Fae. Those upstanding and remarkable individuals that lead the Fae and inspire us.
Like gods?
That is something that individuals, shorter-lived ones, might call it, yes.
And would you consider yourself close to the, what did you call her, the Summer Queen?
I serve loyally, at her pleasure. It is an honor to be able to aid her in whatever she needs. I would never presume to be considered close. I serve.
Ethan, I have a question. As we're walking, further and further away from the tower, is the water getting at all shallower?
So, to answer that question, no. But, as you all are having this conversation with Sir Tavalar and he's explaining these things, you've walked far enough that the fog behind has started to obscure fully up to about 30 feet of the tower. And there is a sound behind you from that direction. It is a sound of heavy footfalls in the water.
That doesn't sound friendly.
Can we turn to look? Is it visible?
You don't see anything through the fog from where you through the mists and fog from where you currently are.
Let's maybe get behind some trees, just in case. It sounds bigger than... probably bigger than Bodie, at least.
All you
Let's
missed, Gromp? Did Bodie fill you in?
Yes.
Freya's acting a fool, so
She's being a brat.
yeah, she's really acting up.
You look so disappointed.
Are there any, yeah, because he has dog parents.
Dog
Are there
parents.
any trees in the swamp, the kind of mangrove-y ones, or, anything that might give us some shelter so we can see what's coming before it sees us?
Sure. There are some larger swamp trees in here. Are you trying to duck into a... You manage to spot one and you all go quietly splashing through and tuck inside. And the water still coming in here about, because it is a nook in the ground, you just tuck into it so the water is still 5 feet up and there are insects all on the inside of here. Some of them glowing, others that, this nook inside this tree extends a little bit, and you see in one side nook there is the face of what looks like a cricket, but probably about, as just its head is visible, at least a foot in size.
That's a good crunchy snack right there.
Why is everything so big?
It disappears. When
You
say
can't
that.
have it unless you can fit in your pockets, so leave it alone.
I'll fit it into multiple pieces.
Oh, no, you can't. It's gone already.
No.
What do we see coming up? Is it a dinosaur?
You don't see anything coming up. And the sound has stopped. So now all you hear is the creaks and clicks and croaks of the strange swamp life all around you.
Bodie, is this normal?
I mean, it's pretty normal in the Feywild to have things creeping and crawling everywhere. Things that you wouldn't usually think creep and crawl, you know? But that sounded kind of scary, man. Like, I'm feeling a little anxiety. I think that if at our next stop, it would be really great if we could set aside some time for a group therapy. Talk about our fear. Work through it.
Or you can just keep that to yourself. That would be wonderful.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't mind a therapy session. It sounds cool.
Help me. But anyway, that's totally not exactly normal, man. Usually I don't feel an impending sense of dread when I'm chilling, you know what I mean?
Well, do we think it might be worth our time to sneak back and take a peek at what it is? Because I don't fancy having something like that behind me.
I think we should forge blindly ahead towards our goal, but I'm into whatever you're into. I always think that's the past, man. You gotta do one foot in front of the other and get to where you're going. But yeah, it'd be pretty shitty. Be pretty shitty if our past caught up to us, you know? Ooh, that's deep.
And if we keep Bodie in the back, we have a shell to protect us.
Sure.
So no one's at all curious about what was making the noise. You just want to keep going.
It's got to move forward. That's what Bodie always says.
I am also
Hey,
curious
now.
what to know it is. I like to know things.
And plus, we kind of did almost die to two really big snakes. And I think we are all kind of due a nap.
Fine. Let's see what it is so he doesn't eat us. And so Melon can eat it first.
But
Oh, food. Yeah, let's go. I get back.
I'm
Start heading back.
Investigate.
Let's go investigate our past.
It's not our past if we've never seen it before. That's just a future in the back direction.
That's what's it.
I mentioned food.
That's
that
exactly
way,
what the
though.
fucking past.
I mean, you could have amnesia. You couldn't remember your past.
I don't have amnesia. Let's just go. You are all driving me insane.
Do you all just splash back, or do you try to sneak back?
I'm gonna sneak. It's gonna probably be underwater though.
Well, we need to sneak.
Just the alligator eyeballs coming up.
I'm just a floating shell. There's like no head now.
Everybody else is sneaking. I refuse to sneak. I charge blindly back.
So you've got Gromp.
I'm just holding my hat out to make sure it doesn't get wet.
You know what I love is while playing as Gromp, did have a section where he got annoyed that his hat got a little wet. So I thought you would like to know that I was playing it a little wet. Don't worry. Look, do you see how upset he got?
His hat got wet. Gromp dies inside.
So with four of you trying to move a little quietly, and Melon just...
No.
Melon!
What?
Shh!
The
I'm
tower
quiet
starts
now.
to come more and more into view. And it's only after you've noticed it that you look to the right and notice that there is a second building. Just about 30 or 40 feet back from the tower. It's a squat 3-story building. There is a kind of rickety looking wraparound porch. Dozens of tiny orbs of floating light buzz around the exterior like flies.
Ooh, that's new. Oh, hey, my snake.
No. No snake.
No snake.
Oh.
Stone snake. Stone snake, if you go looking, is stone snake.
No regular snake?
No regular snake.
You probably had enough. Aren't you full?
No.
Of course. That wasn't there last time, was it? It wasn't there but invisible, was it?
I don't think it was. This fog is weird.
Only
Like,
see
I
it from
noticed-
behind.
What? That makes sense. But like the fog is really weird. But you know what? Hey, Gromp, let's go.
Onward.
Yeah,
Here's a
told you, man,
question.
just more
Does it
questions.
look like any more of this building is underwater, or is it just like floating on top of the water?
Oh no, it looks like there is, like, the water comes up to right underneath, like, the lip of the deck, and you only see, like, 2 steps leading up to the porch, and you imagine there would be a few more than 2, probably, normally.
As we approach, can I stick my head underwater to see if there's another story down there, if it's just a building that sprouted out of the mud?
As you go under, and you can only see about 10 feet in front of you, so if you do that once you get close, then absolutely. But before you get that close, as you all start to head that way, you notice there is smoke coming from the chimney. And it's carrying with it the first good thing you have smelled since you've been here. It smells like hearty stew, and you swear you can catch the scent of baking bread. And then as you get a
Oh,
little
like grilled snake.
maybe eventually.
Ooh.
And then as you get just a little bit closer, you hear the sounds of singing and clapping and laughing coming from inside the walls. Well, not like in the walls, but, you know, inside.
Are there nice people here in the Feywild? It smells real good though.
Bodie, can you make me a history check? I'm just curious.
$17.
Something about this pricks at the back of your mind. You think you've heard about. You haven't been to Prismere itself before. You've been to the Feywild. But you still hear things. Fey talk. Rumors and gossip are perhaps even more popular amongst Fey.
I do like tea.
But is Faye Talk like the new Scry channel that people get to listen to in their commutes in?
And you've heard about an inn in Prismere that moves.
Oh! Guys, I have never been to this location before, but, you know, word travels fast when everybody's mouths are moving. So I heard about this place where you can stay and sleep, and it, like, basically has legs.
Was it this place, or you
I think it's this place. It smells, I mean, they talk about it, like, the smell of fresh baked. I mean, it has to be, right? It goes all over the place.
Or it could be a trap. That's a really great looking trap.
Otto's gonna
I
get
mean-
off Gromp's shoulders and just walk.
Bye. We're going there now, I guess.
Yep.
Isn't the water higher than Otto's head? I don't know how he's doing.
I mean, he
that.
can swim.
Yeah.
You're dog paddling your way over, yeah. But staying upright while you do it, you know, some dignity. And when you all are standing there,
What is it? What have we found?
I turn
It's an
around
inn that
so they
moves.
can see it.
Oh, the inn at the end of the road. I've heard of this feature of Prismere. Fascinating to see it.
Good job, Bodie. You seem pretty happy that you got that one.
I'm not often correct, but when I got it,
Oh,
Yeah.
I will say, some warmth, maybe a good drink, maybe some stew, sounds perfect after the day that I have had. Come, friends! Well, I guess I shouldn't really say that. I can't lead on, but lead on, friends!
You could say, "Go forth, friends."
Go forth, friends! Thank you, Wraught.
That trail we blaze.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Let us blaze this trail then.
As we're moving, Bodie is just going to add additional things. And we're moving along. We're forging ahead. We're on the road again. Until we're there.
Isn't it like 40, 50 feet away?
Yeah. So every 10 feet, he gets another out.
Wraught sinks a little lower in the water so that her ear holes are under it and she doesn't have to listen to him.
I'm going to
As
win her
you
over
do-
one day.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Do you dip underwater like you said you were going to, Wraught, to look at the bottom?
When we get close to the patio, I'm going to go, alright.
You see more building. Looks like there's probably maybe a cellar level underneath.
It's a proper building.
Did you open your eyes under that?
Yes, I have a film that goes over them. I don't have eyelids.
You don't have eyelids?
Why would I have eyelids?
I suppose I've never really thought about it.
But it does mean that I will win every staring contest you offer to fight me in. Let's go inside, I'm cold and wet.
As you open the door to the inn at the end of the road, it is filled with sweet and savory smells. There is an upbeat song, which you all got the first waft of outside the door, and the song itself hits you like sweet perfume after your slog through this fen. What we see in this common room as the camera pans around is walls adorned with woven tapestries, simple, hardy wooden tables, high and low, big and small. There is a large hearth inset in one wall, crackling and burning with oranges and yellows, blues and greens, all the colors of 1,000 sunsets. There's a well-worn couch with mattresses with cushions with deep indentations in them that just looks to be begging for someone to take a nap in it. There is I like this song choice, but let me turn it down slightly on my end. That one's much louder. I love it though. The bar, and there is a bar here, seems to be made of a single large stone that at one moment looks like tranquil turquoise and the next charred crimson.
An RGB bar.
There are about a dozen or so individuals in here as the 5 of you step in, stinking and dripping. Well, 6 of you step in, stinking and dripping.
Prestidigitation, 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 prestidigitation.
There is a 4.5-foot tall bipedal frog dressed in blue and green striped ensemble sitting at the counter. An orange and black kanku hurrying along, dropping food off at one table, and then bussing dishes away from a second while clicking his beak, or their beak, to themselves. You spot 2 midnight black felines in this room. One that's relatively scrawny and slightly smaller than your average house cat. The second stands on 2 legs, about 5 feet tall, and is leaning near the door as the 6 of you walk in and close the heavy wooden door behind you. He just gives you a nod, and you see that he has bright eyes that shine like the full moon.
He's got pretty eyes.
You have pretty eyes. You have cool eyes.
He, in a deep, rumbling purr of a voice. Thank you.
What's your name?
He looks over at you, and
Maybe you should just ask for a table, not everybody's name.
I want to thank the person that helps me. So, polite.
when you ask for his name, he just gives you a wink and does not respond.
Oh, that's right. The rules here.
We also see an old woman sitting at the bar laying down tarot cards and finishing up what looks like the last remnants of a roast chicken, just shoving that into her mouth as she lays down another card. There are several satyrs in the room, most of whom sit or stand in the central area, clapping along to the jaunty tune that is being played by a gnome bard who is currently hopping from table to table. There is one satyr, however, who stands behind the bar, a warm smile on his face, as could we really quick have Sarah join the
You
call?
muted yourself, Ethan.
Sorry, I forgot I have push to talk on. Could we really quick have Sarah join the call? There we go. So, what do we see from this last satyr behind the bar?
So this last satyr behind the bar, average height, just under 6 foot. Whereas most of the satyrs you see around have more of the humanish top and then goat bottom, this particular one is completely covered in fur, but a really fine fur, so it's almost like skin, but it's a very light gray blue with the patterns along his nose and going around his eyes, big curling horns, and a small secondary set that arcs up above his head. He's got a nice little nick above his nose where you can tell he's probably been punched once or twice. He just seems to have that face, maybe. But with a wide smile, you can't tell why anyone would ever want to punch him. But he's handing out drinks to anyone along the bar. Whenever the gnome comes along and hops on the counter, he'll go clapping along and stamp his hooves and cheer as he goes running by and then swipes another beer right under his legs. He's got a really short, white, curly hair, shorn, very short on the sides, so it's like an undercut, and then kind of a curly mohawk along the top. And a very long, swishy tail. You can see it coming up and flicking around behind the bar. Same tuft of long, white, wavy fur at the end of it, but sometimes it lands on the counter, then he has to brush it off back down behind him.
Love that detail. And as the 6 of you walk in, you see this satyr handing a drink to the frog in the blue and green striped ensemble. Thanks. And the old woman, who was finishing up laying down a card, turns around and gets off her seat and shuffles over to the 6 of you at the door.
Welcome to the inn, dearies. My name is Sue. You are most welcome here. What are your names?
We're the Wild Thing.
The Wild Things. I like that name.
We're like a unit.
Oh, very good, very good. I'm sure you have some stories to tell then, eh? Well, welcome to the inn. If there's anything I can get you to eat or drink to rest your bones, you simply let me or any of the others working here know.
I'm gonna go over to the bar.
Yeah, I bet you are.
What do I want to try?
I'm curious, what would a good meal, several very good drinks, and perhaps a room or two cost us?
Oh, there's no need to pay anything right now, and when you do leave and you decide to pay, I'm sure you won't even notice your purse being lighter.
Automatic withdrawal. Nice.
I think she's gonna turn and look at Bodie. She's like, Bodie, does no one use money here?
No, they rather trade sticks and secrets.
Oh, that explains the purse part. Well, in that case, I
am
think...
sure your beautiful smile would be payment enough.
And she gives you a little gummy grin.
May I just say that your beautiful smile has lightened my day substantially.
Oh, you are too kind to an old woman. Oh, you sweet thing. Oh, And what is your name? Oh, never mind. I know wild things. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you all. Please make yourself at home. If you need rooms or anything for the evening, please let me or, you can let Kieren know as well.
The second she says Kieren, I think Wraught's head is gonna snap like her neck is trying to twist itself off of like its stump.
I think when you look that way, you already see him wandering that way.
Kinda hasn't looked up. He's actually just finishing cleaning out a couple of glasses and still swishing his tail off the bar.
Otto, did you see Wraught's neck there? Think she's okay?
I guess. I mean, that was
Seems
a real-
thirsty.
I mean, I'm thirsty. I mean, I could drink something, but I am curious. Like,
I'll get us some drinks. If you get a table.
oh, all right, we'll find we'll find us a table.
So, who is going to the bar? Who's going to the table?
I'm going to the bar, and I would love to arrive there first.
You said you were heading that way, so you would definitely be there a
Yes.
few sentences early. And who else? Wraught, I assume you're going to the bar. Anyone else?
I give a little nod to Otto. I'm just gonna stay and ask a few questions to the lovely woman. I'll meet you at the table.
Come on, Otto.
All right, I'm gonna hop on Bodie's back and keep walking.
Yeah, people acting kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't. This place is weird, but it's kind of a nice weird. But I just don't understand a lot of it that goes on. So I'm still trying to learn everybody's customs here. Like,
It's
don't
just so-
say your name.
It's all just a big surprise. It's kind of like, hey, I'm here for the surprises. And at least we got each other, but
Yeah.
So 3 of you actually pull up to the bar, with Melon and Wraught going towards the satyr, while you, Gromp, wanted to ask further questions of the old woman who has returned to her seat at the bar with her tarot cards. So we will start first with Melon and then with Wraught.
I recognize this goat, don't I?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna just go straight up to the
Roll
bar.
for
Like,
it.
oh,
Please
roll
roll
for it?
that one. Come on!
What do you want me
Get
to
out
roll?
of the game, Sarah. No one recognizes you. The end.
What do you want me to roll?
No, don't. Yes, you know who this is.
Straight to the bar. It's like, oh, hey Kai, what's good? What do you recommend?
Kai's head snaps up as soon as Melon's there. Like, he was not paying attention. And as soon as Melon's like right there, and then Kai shoots over the bar, just scrambling, and wraps himself around Melon. Just full on every limb. Even his tail is now wrapped around Melon's waist, just like full on koala. You can't believe you're here. Holy shit.
Flowers start
Oh,
to
hey.
bloom on the
Found-
wooden floor
Found him.
all around the 2 of you. Just erupt into blossom at your feet.
What took you so long? I've been here for fucking ever, just waiting for you guys. I know we have the rule, like if you get lost, you sit there and you wait for somebody to come find you. You sit on your hands, you don't get in trouble, you don't steal shit. But I've been sitting on my hands here for months. What took you so long? I miss you.
Wait, hey Rod, how long was he gone? Joe, you're muted.
Rod's gonna come up next to this touching scene and give Kai this very flat look and then point at the floor.
Kai's going to slowly unwrap himself from Melon and lower himself down to the floor and lean down towards Wraught's face.
She's gonna reach up and slap him across the cheek.
He's also just going to reach over and like bap her straight on the forehead.
You've been gone for a month and a half. You don't need to be dramatic.
How long have you been here?
This afternoon.
Because it's been a hell of a lot longer for me. I don't know if you guys have realized it yet, but I think time works a little bit funny here.
Time isn't
A month
real.
and a half for you? Should closer to a year for me. Or maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I forget what day of the week it is, and then they go, is it weekend? I don't fucking know. It depends on if we're serving chicken or, like, something looking like chicken, but, you know, you can always be a little bit suspicious of it. It all smells the same in the end. Which is delicious, by the way, so...
So
After
Oh, go ahead.
after seeing this exchange, I turned to the old woman, and all I saw was them jump over and hug. I go, really great customer service here, by the way. You're running a fantastic establishment.
And she just has an eyebrow cocked like across you and looking at it.
Yes, I mean, Kieren is a special one, but this is a different level of customer interaction from what I'm used to. Huh? Old friends, do you think? Lovers? Some gossip or rumor there, I'm sure.
Well, we should start spreading it. 'Tis the way.
But before we even know what it is.
That's how it goes where I'm from, usually.
Well, if we're going to make something up, we should make something up more scandalous than just that. Come on, I need details. Something juicy.
The mother, that's the mom, and they're in a love triangle, but he killed her first. I am not very good at this game.
Have you ever heard the joke about a family that came into a talent agent's office?
And the camera cuts away from that joke, because no way am I ever repeating the aristocrats on any stream. We will be back to that one. Bodie and Otto, you go to the table. And there are a few that are open that aren't occupied at the moment. Is there anything you're wanting to do upon sitting down? And I will say, as you go and get your seat, you notice there is a broom that is just sweeping along some of the debris and dust that has gathered into the corners. Bodie?
Can, obviously there's a bit of a ruckus happening at the bar. Is it possible for both Otto and myself to have seen this exchange?
Oh, you would 100% see this. It's not an enormous...
Oh, Otto! What the fuck? Does Wraught have friends? Oh, bitch got friends. Oh, I'm so happy for her. See, I knew she had it.
That's nice. Look, she's actually being nice to somebody.
I know.
You guys see her reach out and slap the satyr.
Oh, well, you know, she didn't burn him. She didn't burn him alive.
You watch the satyr bat her right back.
Whoa! Yeah, fuck yeah! Tell her! Ooh!
And as
I don't know
Bodie
who it is.
and
I
Otto
like that.
start cheering at it, like a number of the others who were sitting there turn their heads to look and start laughing and raise a drink in camaraderie as if they understand what's happening, and just then go back to
And
watching
with the standard,
Yeah.
I kind of kicked them both in the shin.
Oh shit, you see that?
It's like Three Stooges. Great.
Oh my god, I love it so much. Kill.
So what? You work here now?
Well, yeah, you gotta, like, live somehow. I mean, this is the Feywild. It's like you either find somewhere to work, you get eaten, or you get roped into one of the courts here working for them when you are probably not getting paid or have any rights, really. And I'd rather take the first one.
What?
So I've
What
been
was
here
that?
for a couple
What
of
was
months.
that said about the course? I will not have their good name demeaned in my presence, sir.
Oh, not the Sealy Court. Not the Sealy Court. There's been some other weird bullshit so far.
Oh, my sincerest apologies.
Oh, I
Little
turn
on the
around.
edge.
Sorry, sir. That's why I don't talk about what happened before I got here.
Sorry, I turn around and let this... Oh, yeah, he's still strapped to my back.
Pleasure, Sir Tavalar.
Oh, that
is
was
my name.
Sir Tavalar. I thought that was Sue saying it, my bad.
No. Definitely Tavalar. And he turns around, gives you a bow inside the cage. And it's just a silver bird cage and this purple, lavender, pink fairy drag. I have to remember I've pushed to talk. Fairy dragon with one curled mustache, one crushed mustache, and a pointed little soul patch.
You, sir, are the most dapper thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life. And you look like you could use a drink. And Kai's gonna reach out and hold on to the bars and, kind of pull him off Melon's back and set him on the bar.
Oh, fine, sir. Those are the two things I most needed today. A kind word and a stiff drink.
Let's see if we can find you a straw. It might be hard to get a drink through those bars. So do we have straws? I'll find straws. Never mind, I'll be right back. And he's going to clamber back over the bar in the same almost ungraceful fashion that he climbed over the bar in the first place and just goes down to the floor and starts shuffling through things. If you guys want to get a table, I promise I'll explain what the fuck is going on in a second. Just let me find a straw for this delightful individual.
Oh my God,
Was his tail always that long? I don't remember his tail being that long.
He had a tail?
No, he had this stumpy, stupid little thing. It was like rabbit fluff stuck to his butt.
That's Resha, yeah. He didn't have a tail.
Maybe he stole it. All right, we're getting a table. Oh, they already have it. Oh, they're waving. Maybe we get a different table. No, they're waving. So you can see her look at them, look at the table, look at a nearby empty table, look at that, and they kind of slump and go over to their
Hey!
We found a table!
We got a table!
So proud that you found a
Right.
table in a single room bar.
Right, we got a table. Yeah, you right there, right.
You were pointing at me. I'm standing right in front of you.
Who's your friend? Hi, I'm Bodie.
Oh, Kai is not yet with you. Kieren will be
JK.
joining in just one moment. As the four of you glom around the table, Gromp, you wanted to ask something of the older woman.
So I noticed that you had some cards here. Can you by any chance tell the future?
Oh, it's more of an interpretation. A way to look inside yourself, but I'd be happy to give you a reading if you're interested.
I, in fact, am interested. I would not call myself superstitious, but I dabble in such things.
Just regular stitious then, huh?
Actually quite superstitious now that you mention it, yes.
Well, it would be my pleasure to give you a reading.
And she scoops the cards up and in her shaking, kind of withered little fingers, starts to shuffle the deck for you and begins to lay them out one at a time.
Is there anything particular in your life that you're looking for advice on? The cards work better with specifics than generalities.
Well, I'm looking to see what my time here in the Feywild will look like. Also trying to figure out if I'm going to become famous one day. Also looking for a key. And also I just want to make sure that my friend Otto over there, the one with the ears, make sure that he's going to be okay. Because he's had some weird visions lately of him killing a lot of people, so just want to make sure he's going to turn out fine.
I'm sorry, there was a lot there.
You could just choose.
Whether you will be famous or not. Which of those questions is most important to you?
Can you tell me about Otto? Unless that doesn't count for my reading as someone else's. So.
I'm sure. What about him is it that you wish to know?
Is he going to be safe here?
Well, if I tell you about Otto, you will tell me about you. Hmm?
And you'll tell me about you as well?
Well, see, that would be going back and forth with a burden still on my end.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So, Otto, whether he'll be alright.
And she lays out 3 cards. The one which has 3 blades piercing a heart. Another which has a depiction of 4 trees in front of a castle. And a final one depicting 7 goblets. And we'll get back to his reading in a second, because at the table, as Kieren is throwing through boxes trying to find a straw, the 4 of you, could you make me perception checks?
Yarp.
Nat 1. She's a little distracted.
30-20.
Nat 20 plus 5, 25.
Ooh.
Damn. 25. And 20. The 2 of you with 25 and 20 are the first to notice. You recognize the bard. You spoke to her. By your
It's the
reckoning,
bard.
just a few hours ago, all things considered.
Oh, wait, her name. Not Candlefoot, not Pascal. Oh. God,
You got this.
hold on.
I know I didn't write it down because who needs notes? I don't care about that.
Give me a second. Nimblefoot.
Ethan
no.
dies in
Nimblefoot.
Oh, yeah, last
No.
name. Yeah. Last name.
Yep.
Well, actually,
Yep.
no, not Nimblefoot. I
No?
think you're combining
that's
a few
him.
things. This, she introduced herself as Eliwick Tumblestrum.
It's right underneath it.
tumbles.
It's all right.
Tumblestrum.
It's all right. I was just watching Crit Roll when Marisha totally screwed up a piece of lore, and the guilty look she gave Matt was incredible.
Welcome.
But yeah, the 2 of you, and then Bodie and Wraught. Actually, Wraught with an @1, too distracted. Bodie, it takes you a little while longer, but the 3 of you eventually realize you've seen this bard before.
Hey.
She's in the middle of playing a song, and she She
I'm just letting
sees
her know
you
what
as
to
you
do.
wave, and she was in the process of jumping from one table to another with the other satyrs still clapping along merrily. And she sees you, and her foot catches just a little bit, and she has to quickly correct in order to make the jump, and gives like a double take, but then keeps playing the rest of her song. And about this time, Kieren, you slide into the open seat, straw triumphantly found.
I'll have brought over Sir Talavar as well, but the inside his cage, I've managed to get in a little glass of a very nice, probably brandy or something.
And by
Or any chance that there'll be a cup set beside the cage, and the straw can go through it.
as Kieren slides up to the table with Sir Tavalar, you hear Tavalar in the middle of a sentence.
And it was only after I rapped him across his skull that he finally submitted.
Kyle will give a little clap along his arm as he's starting to set down the rest of the drinks that he's brought over. You really are the bravest people I've ever met, Mr. Tavalar.
Oh,
How do you
Yes,
how do you tolerate yourself? This is
you are
so.
too
What did
kind.
you do next?
far
What did you
too
do next?
Oh, what I'll do next is ideally get out of this cage with the assistance of these noble folk here. That one over at the counter there is Mr. Sir Gromp. This one here is Otto, and we have Bodie as well, Melon, and the fearsome Wraught.
Oh, he must.
Oh wait, I take it
my name
that no,
from the
you
one.
all,
Yeah.
you, the two of you three obviously
Bodie,
know
like-
each other. I only needed to introduce three of you. My apologies. The drink.
Oh yeah, I know them. That's
I'm a
great. I was
lightweight.
about to ask who the fuck are you guys, but I already have drinks for you, so I hope you like them. And he's gonna pass out like a red wine to Wraught, a really, really fruity beer to Melon, and like a pale ale to like a really skunky pale ale to Bodie, and a light wheat to Otto. And then just like a big mug of some sort of like cider or something that he'll push aside to where Gromp is. Or where Gromp is probably going to sit.
As the drinks are being passed out, we're gonna have another quick cut back to the camera cuts back to Gromp and Sue at that moment as her withered fingers trace along
I
the
think
three.
we're having some technical difficulties here.
What? What's happening?
You've been pushed
You're
out.
lagging.
Only I'm lagging?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me,
Yeah, and
try
we
to
couldn't
jump
hear
through this.
you.
Okay, hold on. I will
You're
try
good now.
to-
You're
You're
good.
good now.
I'm good now?
It was
Yeah.
But we needed to get you run it back for us.
Yeah.
Run it back for us.
running back like 5 seconds.
But
Yeah.
We got the
But we good
camera
now?
cuts.
But we good now?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
we
we
good.
good.
So the camera cuts back to Gromp and Sue, where she, with three withered fingers, traces down the swords pierced into the single heart.
It is a good thing that your companion Otto has you and these newfound friends. If he's going to make it through the trials to come, he will need that friendship.
The next with the 4 trees and the castle in the background.
But should your friendship hold true, I imagine a homecoming is in order for Otto.
And then to the last with the 7 goblets.
But the future is not linear. There are many possible roads we could tread down yet. One of these will get Otto home safe and sound. I don't know if they all will. That is the most I can see now. I'm no expert on it. It's a hobby more than anything.
I mean, thank you for sharing. The swords piercing the heart did worry me at the beginning,
And by the way,
but I do trust your reading.
By the way, Sue, she has those a few liver spots on her head. Her white hair is slightly receding and thinning in the front, but it comes down in a thick braid towards the back. She has, the little bit of loose jowls around her jawline, many years showing on her face, but bright eyes, dressed fairly simply, and as she looks up at you,
Yes, luckily, the swords are not always bad signs. Sometimes that is what is needed.
Well, thank you very much for your help, madam.
Absolutely.
Did you had a question of me?
Oh, I hope you would tell me of yourself in return. No need to do so now, but before you leave,
Okay, I will see you again then. Good day.
Take care.
And I'll head back over to the table.
and we will say that for the ease of the narrative, that happens right about the time that Kieren was distributing the drinks anyway. So, as all of you are now present at the table, here in this warm, lively atmosphere of the inn at the end of the road, let's take a quick break just a little bit, let's say 7 minutes, that'll have us here back ready to roll at 5 before the hour. So we will be here with our full party, baby. Oh, so excited. So let's get some drinks, get some water, anything you need to do, and we will meet back here in a few.
Bye.
See you soon.
Good stuff, gang.
And we are back. So, I know this is like not, breaking the narrative a little bit here, but I am so excited to have all of us here for the first time that, we had that intro video at the start of the stream, but it only featured the art of, 5 PCs and not all 6. So I think we should run the full one now that we have everyone. So let's do that.
Run it again.
Oh, it's even better with everyone there. Love it. All
No,
right.
that's not.
So now, with the intro fully done, we jump back in here at one of the low tables of the inn at the end of the road. The upbeat music of Ellie Wick as she jumps from, or as she's now seated on one of the tables and is playing a slightly slower song. Gotta break it up every now and then, can't be party all the time. And the broom just about 15 feet away, still just sweeping away. The 7 of you, counting Sir Tavalar, all around this table.
I suppose some introductions are in order. Kieren is the traveling companion that I mentioned I was looking for. Turns out we found him quicker than I anticipated.
Yeah, we
He
always
found
pretty
us
lucky.
drinks, which I love him for.
Alright, so I already know all of you now. Great introductions, Mr. Tavalar.
Thank
Got
you.
one question for you though. What the fuck?
What do you mean with
What is the fuck?
How are you guys here?
How are you here?
Great question, and I'll tell you later after I've had a lot more alcohol in my system, but I can tell you how I got here is I got hired on by Sue while they're traveling around. I was waiting for you guys. I've been here doing bartending stuff for a little while. You know, the various kind of like musical accoutrements whenever you don't have a bar, but I can kind of play an instrument just enough to pass and get like a little bit of alcohol, but it's fine. But how are you guys here? Like, I know that there's some weird shit where it's like all of the realms are kind of like doing the strange crashing, and at least Sue says that was the case where it's like now, get one realm kind of crashing into another, so I just want to make sure you guys didn't get like sucked into a wormhole or something, or like you're here because you're supposed to be.
Oh no, we got sucked into a wormhole.
Oh no, we made the choice to walk through a mirror in a carnival, and here we fucking are. I'm like,
Yeah, me and
Why
Gromp,
would you do that?
Otto?
me and Gromp worked at a carnival. We met Wraught and Melon and Bodie. We were told by another fairy dragon that kind of looks like Sir Tavalar. He was a bigger one. He was real nice. told us to find these three here to go to a crossing to let us know that weird stuff was happening here. A lot of hijinks ensued, and we walked through a mirror that my bosses had secretly, and now we're here.
So, we are here to look for you. And speaking of, you were asking us how we got here, and yet you were sitting here waiting for us to get here. You weren't even trying to get home? I don't know how.
I panicked. I didn't even start in this one. I started another one, got to this one. Now I'm kind of trapped. I don't know how to leave.
Well, in that case, we'll figure that part out later. But secondly, we, of course, second to finding you and saving you from whatever trouble you'd gotten yourself into, we took a job. We're here for a job, and the job pays in many things.
And is this job gonna get us arrested? Sir.
For once, no.
Wraught, you didn't say anything about getting
Or
arrested.
maybe.
Nobody's going to get arrested so long as we don't get caught doing anything. Besides, this job is totally above board, I think. We can talk about that over our drinks.
We bad guys?
We're not bad guys. We're supposed to be saving the realm.
Otto doesn't... I am not positive, but likely Otto is not going to be a bad guy unless he's with his friends.
Look, the point is, this wasn't exactly a job that I thought that Melon and I were capable of doing by ourselves, and we didn't know where you were, obviously. So we picked up a couple of clowns on our way.
And so I understand that Bodie, and then I'll do what I was going to say.
Oh no, I was just saying, that's me, I'm the clown.
Just for, first of all, Kieren and Sarah and those who've not been in the stream before, I know we just had fan art, but could you all go around and just really briefly describe how you currently look? Because the art is the idealized version. How are we currently?
I'll start.
Hit it.
Probably a little shabby. Twigs also in Maine, along with flowers. Aloha shirt basically open down the front with getting close to booty shorts. It's like, fuck clothes. Who needs them? And then leather based with like teeth, and there might be a new one in there after the snake, because yum yum. Eat around them teeth. Stick them in armor. Leather teeth-based armor along shoulder and arm. No shoes, of course. No shoes allowed.
Whoever wants to go next.
I'll go. I am 3 little hair gone bunny. I do look like my art. I have what you see out of around my neck is a nice little necklace of a musical note from Gromp. You also see the wonderful golden little sticker that I got from Wraught. My tunic that I have, they're all earthy colors. They have a built-in hood to it with ear holes. And little capri shorts, capri pants, and a wonderful little pauldron on the right side of my shoulder. And as you can see, also archery gloves and greaves or bracers. And you see on the strap that's around me, that's buckling everything together on my chest with like leather armor, of course. It has a symbol of a moon and a crescent moon and a flame in it. That's it.
And you look to his side and see a very tall bugbear, dark brown fur. His outfit very dirty right now and very wet, but a vest on, longer pants, very much carnival attire, with his pristine, while very slightly wet, but you could tell it happened about an hour ago, striped hat, which he wears very proudly.
And you see Bodie, who is a 6 foot tall, 450-pound, oh shell baby, turtle. He is gray and green, mostly green, but graying at the bases of his arms and feet. Right. He has got soggy tan linen pants, just tied with a little rope. He has usually.
What is my dog doing on the table?
Yeah, we did not choose that for her. She chose that for her. And he is in his ideal skin viewing condition because it's kind of moist, so I look real slick and smooth. Yeah, baby. And he usually has pretty tall and erect mushrooms on his back, but since he's been swimming, they're all like that. And they're kind of smush and sad looking. But once they get some sun, they'll brighten right up. And he's got a joint hanging out of his mouth that is, in fact, very, very soggy. But he's kind of chewing on the tips of it.
And I guess the last one at this table of this motley crew, wow, is Wraught, who is second shortest at the table. You know, Otto gets first prize. She's a 4-foot, middling 4-foot, red dragonborn, who is, in comparison to everybody else, has been casting prestidigitation on herself since she walked in, so she's actually pristinely clean and dry. Like, everything is very, very clean. She has a ton of golden and red and fiery frills kind of around her face, going down her neck, with some long tapering dragon horns with some gold jewelry piercing through the frills and on the horns and everything. But that's very, very tarnished at this point because it's been submerged in the water, which shows that it's definitely not real. And she's wearing mostly black, but what she had on, you know, no shoulders, still cut to make it look very, very feminine, even though there's nothing feminine about her because she is a reptile. But there are also now several holes in her clothes where it looks like she got bitten by something extremely large with long teeth. But there's actually small wounds still under the holes in those clothes. She looks like she's been chewed up, spat out, and somehow ended up cleaner.
So I heard that that you your name was Kahe, correct?
That's me. Yep. Short for Kieren, I guess. Yeah, it's great to meet all of you. I mean, I should call friends, but clowns are friends that, you know, I guess just do sillier things. So I always am down to party and down for a party. So
Like,
fucking love meeting new people, man. This is great.
And what do you prefer to go by? Just so I don't want to be disrespectful.
It's whatever you want. Kai, Kieren, hey, you over there. Just don't pull my tail to get my attention. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
Just don't.
I heard that you are. I heard you're a bit of a musician. You said.
Just a little bit. I mean, it's what, you know, I would call myself proficient in an instrument. You know, I don't know why I say that, but, you know, it feels like it's the right thing to say.
Well, I'm not sure if your friends had told you, but while we are on this fun side adventure, we actually are a traveling band. And we can always use an extra pair of hands.
Kai's gonna look at Melon and Wraught and be like, you guys can actually play instruments now? I was gonna say that Katsuni can hold and skin a cat just in audio, so.
Well, they are the performers of the band. They don't per se play, but we have made some money.
And at this moment of Gromp a little overselling perhaps the capabilities of the band aspect, The music itself from the bard picks up slightly, and as if to pour lemon juice in the wound of attempting to sell the concept of a band, the music that is coming from this gorgeously engraved mandolin is perfect. That's the only word that does justice to it. When it floats to your ears and all of you stop for a second, you can't not. The entire inn stops for a second and just listens as this gnome sits very serenely cross-legged. From somewhere, her large white salamander, lizard, gecko, whatever it is, but about the size of at least comparative to her, about the size of a house cat, is back on her leg. And the entire inn, just for a second, exists in this one moment of perfect beauty. And then, like the end of a dream, the talking picks back up and you will turn once again to each other.
I am a little curious. This place seems quite lovely. In such a dour setting. I mean, we arrived, and 5 minutes after we arrived, some rabbit bandits tried to rob us of our memories. And then we met some things that drowned. And some snakes that bit me. Didn't like that very much. How is something this nice existing in such a dour place?
And some snakes that I ate.
From what I can tell, it wasn't really always like this. I mean, it was always kind of spooky even when I got here, and I asked you about that too. But even before I got here, it's been kind of going downhill for a while. But after Prismere split, I guess is the word for it, and Zybilna got frozen in time. It's all kind of like one disaster after another, so flooding shit and things dying and things coming from where they're not supposed to, so there are still some little pockets of really nice things, so like, you know, this is great, this is lovely, but it can walk around and kind of get away from bullshit rather than being stuck in one area and then get flooded and have people rob it. It can run away. So there's little pockets of still nice things, which is why I'm sticking around. Or at least I was sticking around, so you guys got here. This is great. I'm so happy. But it wasn't always like this, I guess.
Funny you should mention Zybilna, because that's kind of the job we're here about.
Yup.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. And Kai's gonna stand up and go over to talk to Sue for a second and just like whisper to her a little bit to see if she'll be willing to come over to the table for a second.
Oh, yes, of course.
Finishes eating a little bit. What you?
Sorry, dear. Just can't seem to get full these days. Let's go.
And follows behind you.
He'll make a little bit of room at the table for her, or like even just give her a seat.
She, as you start going about that, she just gives you a quick head shake and snaps her fingers, and a little stool scoots up right behind her legs, readjusts to the right height, and she just...
That's better. Now, what can I help you all with here today?
So, Sue, these are my friends. At least these two right here are the ones I was waiting for. And I guess everyone else here is now my friend. Friends by proxy.
See, I told you you wouldn't have to wait too long before they came for you. Yes?
I should have listened to you, but granted, half the cards were usually the world that talked about changing of places, and we had that every day, so had to get a bit of a give or take. But they're here because of Zybilna. And you were telling me a little bit about her, but I figured that if they had any questions, it would be better to ask you about it if they're here to. What was it? You guys are here to help, right?
Yes, we're supposed to be rescuing
Very
Sedona.
Thank you.
Yep.
I thought I was find out what happened to Sedona.
No, we knew that like 5 minutes in.
Oh, yeah.
And I am here as a
Because Sue, you said she got
representative.
frozen in time, but like not much about that.
And I, my lady, am... No, you're totally fine. I am here as a representative of the Silly Court. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. The pleasure is mine, sir. I'm sorry, you were saying something, Kieren?
No, sorry, it's you hadn't come in yet, so I couldn't tell you were talking. I was just saying it's because Sue had told Kieren that Zabilna hadn't frozen in time, so he figured that she knew a little bit more about the situation than even he still did, or any of them did, to give a little bit of context of what the hell are we going into.
So, you're here to help? To stop whatever is happening to her?
That's what it said in the contract.
Mm-hmm.
But how do we get someone unstuck in time?
Push forward.
It's smart. That's smart.
Well, I don't have all the answers, but I'll tell you what I can.
And Sir Tavalar looks very interested as Sue begins to speak.
The Hourglass Coven managed to usurp Zabilna, split it into their own fracture realms, take it over, bicker amongst themselves like impudent children. And Prismere suffers as a result of it.
Is that why everything's not pretty and happy and magical? It's all dank and wet and it just feels inky in here.
Yes, exactly. Prismere was not like this when Zabilna was in charge here. But now she is trapped in her palace, where no one can seem to reach her. And
It must
Go ahead.
It must have been very strong magic for them to overthrow someone like this. Perhaps an item or a talisman that they have? Perhaps something we could steal.
mayhaps that is something beyond my reckoning. I don't really make it even outside the inn. Everything I know comes from those outside. But I do know that Zabilna, being frozen, is more dangerous than simply an unpleasant bog or craggy mountains. There are other realms. You know this, that there are many. The Feywild is simply one of those realms, and Prismere simply one part of it. Without Zabilna, without her guiding light, I suppose, or her control, there have been... what is the right word? Crashes. Overlaps between this realm and other darker realms.
So it sounds as though the realms, from what you describe, tends to move together, but because the owner of this realm is frozen, it's making everything crash into it because it's not moving properly.
Maybe that is how it works. Maybe it was Zabilna's power that prevented the crashings, these incursions. But whatever it was that was stopping it, it isn't stopping it anymore. And I fear it is only a matter of time before some truly dark entity from one of those realms decides they are not content with simply their realm of dark and seek to take this one for themselves.
Because a few hags wasn't enough to worry about, was it?
I would think the hags are what you're talking about, right? There's more?
Well, if you are able to undo what the Coven has done, restore Zabilna to this time and to her throne, maybe it wouldn't be too late for her to stop it.
Well, where do we begin? Because the easiest way to begin is by beginning, and we need to do that.
Well,
Beat up hags.
I know that the
Fix.
first thing I must do is find a way free from this dreadful cage and be able to report back to the Summer Court what is happening here, so that they may best be informed and perhaps lend aid.
So, do you know where we can find anyone that can open locks like this?
Let's see here. Got yourself locked up in a silver cage, eh? Not just any key will do.
Can you see where that metal's bent right there, Sue?
Huh? What?
You see where that metal is slightly bent right there?
Where? What is it?
No, it's hard. It's you can continue. Sorry, it's hard to see.
It's just a little bit of mud.
I'm confused now. Anyway, a silver cage needs a silver key.
She leans back in the stool as much as she can.
If you're looking for a key of any variety, I would recommend you seek out Jingle Jangle. That old goblin. If anyone has a key, it's her.
Have I heard of Jingle Jangle before?
Make me a history check.
Oh no.
I've heard Jingle Jangle.
Oh,
It's
no.
a sound I don't like. Wraught does it when I'm doing something bad.
I got a 17. Nice, thank you, JCB.
17? The name does sound familiar. You know, with a 17, I'll say you know that Jingle Jangle is a goblin known for her affinity for collecting keys and has a name based off of the sound that she makes when she walks around with all of her keys. Well, you said 17? Because it was a 17, you also know that, at least usually, she resides on a place called Telemy Hill.
Tell on me hill or tell me?
Telemy. Telemy.
Do I know where Telemy Hill is?
With a 17, no, you do not.
Does anybody here know where Telemy Hill is? I just asked that. Maybe somebody else has been, but otherwise, I'll find somebody
Actually,
who knows.
our friend Bodie has been here before. He might know.
What's up?
He's good with directions usually.
I don't really like to hang myself up with labels like names of regions. I like to usually just kind of give it the personality that it presents to me when I'm there. So, like, what's the vibe?
Vibe check, I get it. But vibe check can't tell you north or south, can it?
Fucking finally, someone gets it, man. The juju was immaculate, is what I'm saying. You know, when I visited last, so if there's a place like that, maybe I've been there.
So
you
you know
can have a
where
minute.
Telemy Hill is? Telemy Hill is.
You ask. Just a reminder, Bodie, you have not been to Prismere.
Prismere.
You've been to the
Yeah.
Feywild, so no, you do not know where Telemy Hill is.
But since I don't hang myself up with the labels like regions and realms, no, I don't think I've been here. This place is kind of different than where I was last time.
This is all new to me, so I'm just kind of happy to be here.
Remember, it's surprises.
It's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. But I was expecting like a lot more like bright colors and like sunny skies and cool things like that.
We'll see those.
A whole realm like divided up and stuff. Like,
It was definitely kind of sold to us as a bright, fun place. That's what Bodie was saying the whole time. That's most of the reason why I think both of us came for that little adventure. But
Rose, I want to first of all extend my deepest apologies because it was not my intention to sway you into visiting a place such as this. See where I had gone? I was talking to trees and shit. Like, I'm not in here swimming in fucking waters with black snakes.
It's actually funny you say that you talk to trees, because if you're looking to find Jingle Jangle, you'll first need to find Telemy Hill. And Telemy Hill, well, they have a penchant for wandering. Ancient thing. Older even than I am, believe it or not. Wanders around here, wanders throughout the Feywild sometimes. You'll know it by the large willow trees that grow atop it. And you may get your wish of being able to speak with some trees again if you go there.
Splendid idea! Telemy Hill sounds like the place to be if that's where there's a key.
Do you know what sounds more splendid? Oh, sorry, go ahead, Otto.
Wait, did you say the hill moves too?
Yes. It is I suppose calling it a hill is maybe a little inaccurate. It functions the same as a hill, though. What it actually is beyond my reckoning. I know it is alive. I know it can be a little moody sometimes, so...
I fucking told you guys shit talked.
And hills wander.
I mean, we lived at a talking carnival, so I mean, it was alive, but...
Wraught, imagine if the mountain moved while we were gone.
I don't want to think about it, not even a little bit. In any event, I think before we seek out Telemy Hill, some of us are full of snake holes and would be better for a meal and a rest before we went looking for wandering hills.
It's always best to prepare for the journey ahead. Very good idea, Wraught. I appreciate your intellect and your care. Fucking stew!
Well, if you all are hungry and need of rest, you are welcome to stay here, eat your fill. I'm sure Arena has some more stew going now.
And she shouts back,
Arena! Arena!
And from behind the bar, one of the doors pushes open, and the white-scaled snout of a white dragonborn with a shock of white hair running back through her head.
Yeah, boss. Is there any more stew left? Just made a fresh pot. How many do you need? Who here's getting some, huh?
I'll take the pot.
Melon, you
May
gotta
as
let
well.
all of us eat.
Wait, what?
You gotta let us have us some too.
Arena,
Stew?
serve up enough for the whole table. I'll take mine at the bar. They you all don't want the company of an old woman for too long, no problem. If there's anything else you need, please don't hesitate to ask.
And she stands up as she does the little stool, bounces up and then behind her as she shuffles off.
Alright, we'll go get a couple of rooms set up.
As you, actually, so you know that all you have to do to, get the rooms going is first find out how many people want, but other than that is just find, Vasilisa, and he'll take care of it.
I guess I'll go find our half-orc housekeeper.
Vasilisa. Sorry, I put the wrong emphasis. Vasilisa. You find him upstairs, and he's in the process of remaking, getting a room set up right now, and you let him know. And he's wearing his usual, in all honesty, the closest analog I can give you is pretty close to a French maid's outfit, but on his big, bulky half-orc frame. And how many rooms are you getting for all of you? 2?
2 rooms, right? I'll get right on that.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Love in the dress. Is it new? It's new, right?
Oh, well, I added the petticoat. You like it?
I do. It really ties it all together.
Thank you. Just found it on someone.
And he very sharply finishes making the bed, like one of the military crisp. He takes great pride in the quality of his work, and immediately goes to a closet, gets out some linens, and goes and starts freshening up 2 rooms. The rest of you downstairs, just a minute or so after Kieren heads up, you just hear from the kitchen, "Order up!" And the Kenku with red and orange and black feathers quickly turns his head, "Order up!" and carries the plates that he was clearing back to the kitchen. And he responded in exactly the same voice that called out to him. And just 30 seconds after heading in, he heads out with a tray and just drops the tray down on your table.
Order up!
Thank you, very kind.
Thanks.
Thank you, very
Thank
kind.
you.
And heads back to clearing
that's
some more
cool.
tables.
Kind of
Question.
an asshole.
He's not a... That wasn't nice. We've met a Kenku before. You know, they mimic. You know that.
Just felt like when they mimicked Wraught, it was kind of disrespectful.
Kind of better. He's also a little bit of a shit starter, so don't feel too bad for him.
He's talking about you, Gromp.
That's fair.
Question
So-
with the stew. Are there any carrots in the stew?
Yes.
Cool. Otto's going to start picking them out.
Yep, saw that. Yeah.
If there's food on the table, it's going on the table into my stew.
Yes!
I don't give a shit. Fuck, give me the food.
I think Wraught's going to go up to the bar and get another drink while these people are playing Pass the Carrots.
From one bowl to the other.
Table in between.
And since we now apparently own the bartender, she's just going to go behind the bar and find something she wants.
Sue gives you a appraising eye, watches what you go for, and there are a bunch of different bottles and decanters and vials back here. Some marked, some unmarked. There is, hold on. There is one bottle that is labeled Gossamer Gin, another Luminous Liqueur, And behind the bar itself, there is also a painting of 3 overlapped hands. Kind of in what, a very stereotypical, very stereotypical black and white photo style thing.
Some high school art student photo project.
When Kai sees Wraught behind the bar, he's going to come running and be like, I wouldn't just choose randomly here. And he'll just give her the same red wine that he served her before. Some of it is deceptively expensive, or will give you really weird dreams, which you really can't afford right now.
I was going to make an educated guess.
Hi.
Educated guesses don't exist here.
Hi.
Okay. Just fill everybody's glasses and also do the once around for the rest of the bar to make sure everybody else's glasses are full too, doing the bartender thing.
While they're up, I'm gonna turn to Otto. Hey, have you noticed the person playing music looks very familiar?
Well, yes, Elliot.
That's the same one that tried to crash the party at the carnival by playing her subpar music.
First of all, she wasn't crashing anything. That was the one that you tried to start a fight with a bard off, and you would have promptly lost. But she makes beautiful music.
It was a tie, first of all.
And close mouth. Just lift up. No. Okay. It wasn't anywhere near close. I love you. You're my friend, and I want the best for you. I want the best for you. But no. Yes, she was the one that told me that we were be meeting possibly Kai being our 6th person. So she was right about that. I don't know how quickly she got back here, but as you can see, and I'm going to point to the gecko that's the size of a house cat now, when it wasn't when we were back home.
No, size of a house cat relative to her.
Oh,
okay,
so it's the same size?
Yeah,
it's the same size?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So wasn't she the one who got you guys your night off?
Yeah. So, be nice, stop that, and say you're sorry. Okay, understood? All right.
I think I will go to her and offer for her to sit with us and share a meal, perhaps. We may have started off on the wrong foot, regardless of her music.
As you start to...
Okay, that's fair. That's a good note, actually.
And don't flirt.
Okay.
It doesn't work out.
Does anyone want to come with, or should I just go talk to her? Bodie, you want to go?
I got you back, man. More support.
Oh, God, the echo.
I got your back. I pat him on the back. Got your back. And then I go back to my soup.
All I got your nose.
Okay, let's go, Bodie.
I got your back, buddy. You want me to say anything specific, like build you up to your lady friend? Or... Oh, Otto said not to do that, right? Are you gonna actually listen? Oh, that's nice. Oh, I'll just stand here and not look brutal.
Just act natural. That's perfect.
Yeah.
And we'll head over to her while...
How natural is Bodie actually looking?
Exactly like this.
Oh, no.
Oh, so natural. So the two of you start to approach her as she sees you approach, she gives you a nod, wraps up her song, and the dozen or so people who have been listening applaud and cheer. Thank you. Going to take a little bit of a break. Need to rest my throat, get a drink. How about everyone else get another drink as well? Kieren! When Kieren's down... there's Kieren. Kieren will certainly help get you another round. Everybody, don't forget to tip, order up, and your bartender. So be back here in 15 or so minutes. Thank you. And sets her loot down and jumps down.
Hello?
Hi. How's it going? My name is Eliwick Tumblestrom, and we are meeting for the first
For the second time.
Second?
It's the second time,
She-
but
You watch
it's
as
totally
she-
fine. We met at the carnival.
You watch as she pulls out a little notebook from in there and goes, and make me a perception check as she does, both of you. She pulls out a notebook and goes, second time? Yeah, that I suppose.
20.
And she pulls out a little bit of charcoal and starts scribbling. Second time. One more. What did the two of you get?
20.
23 and 22. 2 or 22? Just 2. Gromp, just 2. Gromp, you got, you notice nothing and barely even hear anything. You are just way too, you're trying to focus and find in your memory, like, where she screwed up on her song. Because she had to have. It couldn't have been that good. Like, no, I know she made a mistake. With a 23, though, Bodie, you notice 2 things. First of all, you hear, as she's taking a note in her journal, you hear her say under her breath, "So, one more time, okay?" And scribbles down.
No, I'm sorry, what?
You also notice that the notes she's making are notes, like music notes. She is jotting down music notes as if they were text, as she makes notes to herself. What?
Oh.
What? Sorry?
What? Third? Do one more time? That's what. Is that the name of your new song? It looks like you're writing something there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking for inspiration, new songs. You know, inspiration can come from the strangest of places. It's nice to meet you, to see you again.
Yeah, sure. Okay, that was weird. But since we've seen you before, my buddy Gromp here, and he hits him with his shell, would like to invite you to sit and share a meal with us.
Oh,
Isn't that right?
I would love that.
I am slightly you don't remember meeting
No,
us
of course
before,
I do.
like we had like a whole thing that happened.
I mean, what? Like, yeah, of course. I remember we met at the Carnival?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we met
you're
at the
so full of
carnival.
shit right
Yeah,
now.
no, I remember.
And we had like a bard off,
Just
like we
for
both played
funsies,
music.
Both of you make insight checks. This is because of the way I played it. It is not a high check.
Natural 20.
Okay, but it is still possible that you don't pick up on. Oh, I put the DC at 10. So, Gromp, you almost feel a little proud of yourself. They're like, she's holding something back. While
Bro, you're so
Bodie,
full of shit right now.
you see it exactly how I just played it. Bardoff, you were amazing at
Yeah.
So
You
good.
as well. It was a pure tie, so it was a good time.
It was tie.
Are you hungry?
That doesn't sound right. I mean, yeah, tie. Sure. Yep.
We could run it back if you need further proof. Or...
I mean, if that's something you're wanting to do, I'm sure. Anyway, how's it going now that you're here?
Yeah, good. Do you want to join us?
Sure.
And we can
love
chat.
it. Yeah, I would love. I am actually starving for some of that stew, so
Come on
that'd
over.
be great.
I'll just raise a hand towards the bard.
And the Kanku catches your sign and gives a ruffle of his feathers in a slightly disgruntled way before clapping back into the kitchen and eventually coming out with a bowl for Eliwick as well. And again, and at about this point, as they approach the table, all of you, I would assume, are back at the table at this point.
Bodie stands with his arms crossed. He doesn't.
Oh, Bodie, you're kind of looming.
It's so nice to see you again. Melon, Otto, Wraught, Kai. It's so the pleasure. It's been a little while since the carnival, like a little bit, few days. hours?
6 hours?
6 hour time here is weird, so so what's the plan then? She looks down at the cage. Oh, hi. My name's Eliwick, and you are? And you see as she notices his amulet. Oh, I beg your pardon. It is a pleasure to meet you, a representative of the Sealy Court.
Yes, yes. Oh, the pleasure is all mine.
Gives a very, very over-the-top bow this time.
We saved him from snakes, and now he wants us to go find a key to let him out.
Oh! A key? A key? Where are you trying to find a key?
Someplace called Telemy Hill, which apparently walks around, so we get to go wandering through the swamp to find a hill.
Looking for the sound I don't like.
Jangle.
I don't say that.
Well, and what about after you get the key? Where to then?
Kind of playing it by ear, no pun intended. But out.
Good one, Otto.
Outside of that, thanks, bud. Wait, hold on, Eliwick. So, one, thank you for giving me and Gromp and everybody the tickets, to just be on this wonderful adventure. But when did you leave the carnival, and how did you get here so fast? Because I know you mentioned.
I mean, this happened, that happened. How do we ever get anywhere, right? What matters is where we are and where we're going. Where we were, that doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
It's a weird stew.
Right? As is commonly said by creatures of the Feywild.
It's at this point when Bodie steps forward, uncrosses his arms, put them both on the table, looks her directly in the eye. Okay, Eliwick, you've obviously got a firmer grasp on both this plane and the next. What's your deal, man? And what can you tell us? Because I know you got some shit in there, in that book of yours. Spill it.
Make me a persuasion check. I will give you advantage as the culmination of all of you, what you've been doing.
Intimidate.
Did you say intimidate? You can try to intimidate. That will be a much higher DC than persuasion.
I'm sorry. You cut out. You cut out. I was trying to.
Yeah, we heard.
Did you say persuasion?
Persuasion.
Bodie, you're coming on pretty strong, aren't you? She just got here.
What do you have? Plus
19.
19. She... Look, like you said, and she just stops for a second. Like you said, I do have stuff going on. It's weird. But it's kind of my stuff right now. And what I will say is I'm on your side, and my stuff does not interfere with your stuff.
Stuff do be weird like that.
Yeah, I mean, I get and respect that. However, I did just say something very similar about moving forward, and ideally we can move forward together on the same path as opposed to walking two different ones. You scratch our back, we scratch yours. What can you help us with? We have no idea what we're doing here. This is not the Feywild I know.
I have no...
Kai's gonna,
Nope. Go.
Kai's gonna see this weird back and forth that's going on, like, what the fuck? Because how long has Ellie been at the inn right now? Did she just arrive?
She's been here once or twice, but she just recently arrived this time.
I mean, like, within the day, last few days?
Good.
I guess it doesn't really
2
matter
days.
in the end.
2 days. She
Okay.
played last night also.
Okay. Kai's gonna lean forward, just be like, "Alright, this is getting really weird. Hi, Ellie. You know me. Kai. We're trying to make it to Tellamy Hill. And I know that you know this place way better than us. We're just trying to get our friend here out of the cage. Do you have any idea how we might be able to get there or where it might be? Have you ever played there before? You ever met anybody there?"
Tellamy Hill. That's a little outside of what I know. Don't really have much of a reason to go there. But I can help you with a few other things that I have a feeling you'll also need to know.
We'd take anything you got, but
So,
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant with all that. Thanks.
you
Appreciate it.
just
Stop intimidating. That's
you all just got here pretty recently. So have you seen the big walls of mist between here?
We've
Frog
seen big
walls.
walls of frogs.
The frog curtains, yes.
Oh, yeah, silly me. That is what they are colloquially known as, the frog curtains. Those frog curtains, those curtains of fog that are between hither and thither and yon and the Palace of Heart's Desire. You can't just go through those. Only some can. You're going to need a guide to get through there. It can't be me. See my stuff. But I know where you can find a guide. Clapperclaw is their name. You can find them in Downfall. And she pulls out she takes out her journal and rips out a page and the charcoal and starts doing a very rough sketch. Looks like a map, and then does a big circle. If you head towards, if you manage to get a vantage point, the palace, that's north. Well, we're going to use the word north for convenience. That's north from here. Downfall is generally that direction, so if you start heading that way, that'll take you the right way. For Tellamy Hill, I'm not so sure. Oh, and Clapperclaw, they're on a bridge, I think. Opens her journal. Yeah, bridge.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Downfall Bavlorna's domain? Isn't that where she lives?
You are not wrong about that. But I don't think there's really any way that you're going to make it out of hither without, in some way at least, dealing with her.
You don't think that's a little bit ambitious for people who arrived here 6 hours ago and dealing with the hag who took down the leader of this place?
And as you say it's a little ambitious, she looks at you and smiles. No, I don't. Not saying it'll be easy, but I don't think it's more than you all can handle. Make me an insight check, all of you.
I can handle anything, but what I want to handle right now is bed.
But
Where's
I
the bed?
won't handle that.
18.
Ethan, where's the bed?
Upstairs.
I'm going upstairs.
14.
All right.
Melon, that's so rude. 22.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
All right, sleep. Get to tomorrow. Tomorrow. Go, go, go.
So I
You're
think
in
there
the
were
middle of a conversation.
3 of you who got 18 or above. And that was Wraught, Otto, and Kieren. When Eliwick says to you that she doesn't doubt it's something you can handle, she says that with absolute confidence.
I'm gonna look at Rod and Kai, right? Saw it. Kind of. All right.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
You deserve
I'll
it.
I'll get her a beer.
Oh, God, I love you.
You're tolerating the weird bullshit of this
Wait,
table.
is this
so
on my tab or is this... Sue!
It's fine.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that.
And listen, I'd like to explain my weird bullshit, Kai, okay? Literally, we saw each other a few fucking hours ago, so it's been a little bit of a whirlwind. So I'm like, how are you here and there? And also, you just said what I just fucking said, so that's pretty weird. Also, you got a weird journal.
Bodie,
It was a
Bodie,
lot.
Bodie,
Huh,
Bodie. You asked me...
my joints dry.
You asked me if we could work together. And like I said, my stuff makes that a little bit difficult. But I can tell you pretty certainly that we will meet again.
One more time. Isn't that right?
At least, hopefully more.
Oh, that's nice, man. Appreciate you.
This is a very strange conversation.
You guys, stop drawing attention to the strangeness of the conversation. This whole
strange
fucking
times.
place is weird.
Welcome to the
Strange
Feywild.
place. There's no better place or time to be strange in, Wraught.
You know what? I'm here for it. It beats being at the carnival day in and day out, so I'm here for it. That's fine.
Oh,
It
there's
breaks up the
much more
monotony.
ahead of you than working a carnival stall, Otto.
I can
You,
do
you
it with
keep
Buddy.
saying these vaguely ominous things.
What's ominous? I'm simply
You get- you-
expressing a vote of confidence that you all will do amazing things. Do you doubt that? Isn't that why you're here, to do something?
We almost died to a snake today.
all
Yeah.
I have holes in me from a snake. Look at my body. I've got snake holes.
The hero's journey requires
Yeah,
that
you're
we
pretty
start
snake.
in one place, we rise, we fall, and we come out better than we started. This is simply the start for you. There will be success and struggle, but I have no doubt that at the end of it, you'll come out better for it.
And an incredible piece of just foretelling. Kai's and Sam go, let's go! And try to start showing people out, or around, or to bed.
As
Oh, Melon's already making his way up to bed. He
With
doesn't
the
know which room is
crew-
ours.
saying their goodnights, a few of the individuals who are who have been here longer as patrons give you a friendly elbow, Kieren, as you know, knowingly that they're not going to bed and they're still staying up drinking for a little bit. But as the 7 of you, with the addition of Kieren the satyr, who will stay down a little bit to help close, but with Sir Tavalar still in his silver birdcage, as you all start to go up, find your rooms, and start to find some rest, where the future holds an adventure to find some traveling hill with talking willows atop of it, and a key-collecting goblin. That is where we will leave off for tonight's session. And we will pick up there in a couple weeks, friends. We are going to be off for the next 2 weekends because 2 of our players have to move next Saturday halfway across country, and another 3 players have to go see Coheed and Cambria the Saturday after that. I'm sorry.
I know which one I would
They're
prefer.
my favorite band. I'm going to see
Both?
them.
See Cody camera.
Both. Both is good.
That was a great session. Thank you so much for being here. And
Alright.
once again, welcome, Sarah. Welcome back to Dry Land.
You know what's the funny thing? Is the very first D&D game I ever played, in order to go to OCS to join the Navy, I got kidnapped into the Feywild. And now, finishing deployment in the Navy, now leaving the Navy to go reserves back to civilian world, I'm escaping from being kidnapped from the Feywild. The Navy is a Feywild for me.
And there is
Parallelism.
symmetry. Symmetry.
Beautiful. A circle of
Circle.
That was a lot of PC voices to keep straight tonight.
You did
Yeah,
a great
good
job.
job.
You did a
Great though, bud.
wonderful job. It was.
All
I
right.
love watching Ethan roleplay with himself.
Oh yeah,
Nothing like
Like,
watching
it's
me play
always
with
fun.
myself on stream. Anyway,
Hey.
before we go, a few closing announcements. Please check out all of the wonderful games and activities being streamed on Misty Mountain Streaming. We have mini painting, we have Deadlands, we have Spelljammer, we have so many awesome Call of Cthulhu, so many great games and things being streamed on here. So please follow along so you don't miss anything. Check out the schedule. Any closing announcements from anyone? We know that we're moving. We know we're going to a concert. Any other closing remarks?
We love you.
Love you.
We love all of you, so please stick around for just a second after we go to the farewell screen so that we can raid and show some love to someone else. But until then, thank you all so much for being here. We appreciate you. Do something good for yourself this weekend. Don't forget to hydrate. It'll make you feel better. And
Hydrate or dihydrate.
until next time, friends, stay wild, and we'll see you soon. Bye, friends!
Bye.